Music Access. When we were young, wasn't tying our shoelaces the hardest thing to do? Our shoelaces would always come undone, and tying them back seemed like something only our moms could do, so we would just leave them untied, or if we kept tripping on them, we would put them on our bags, squat down on one knee to try to tie them into a pretty ribbon shape they were supposed to be. You remember, right? The good thing about becoming an adult is that tying our shoelaces is no longer a difficulty. What was so hard back then might be the easiest thing in the world now. And of course, we want to go back to our happy childhood, but isn't it great thinking about all the things that we couldn't do then that we can do now so easily? So, what about giving yourself a pat on the back this weekend for growing up so well and learning all those things perfectly? Don't you think that'll help you get a fresh start on Monday? The first song you heard today, Sunday, September 20th, 2015, was We Are Young by Fun. What's up, Music Access fam? It is the second day of the weekend. You know, it's the day a lot of people used to have barbecues. You know, Sunday was barbecue day, or a day to toss around the disc or the frisbee. And now that the seasons are changing, now we have school starting. So, for those of you, this may be the first weekend you have off. And for some of you, this may be the first day that you have homework on a weekend in a while. So, keep up the hard work, keep up the good work, and just give yourself a pat on the back for working hard, because we can always deserve a little appreciation, don't you think? Alright, so moving on to our Sunday show. Of course, we have our Sunday Corner Scribble, where this corner's for you to think freely and doodle out your thoughts. It's a chance to be honest and think about what was hard, what was embarrassing, what was a proud moment, and also just talk about anything and everything during the weekend. Remember, you can share with us by writing Scribble on your title. Now, of course, here's how you can listen and participate on Music Access. If you have a smartphone, we have two apps for that. We have the Arirang Radio app and TuneIn Radio app to listen to our programs. And of course, you can send in your messages via the programs, via the comment function. And if you use a computer, it's as simple as clicking over to www.arirangradio.com/musicaccess to listen to us or leave your messages. Another way you can tune in, of course, is terrestrial DMB, but this is only available for our listeners living on Jeju Island. The frequencies are 88.7 for Jeju City, 88.1 for Seogwipo, and 101.9 for Daejeong. And of course, y'all have been sending great song requests, so keep them coming non-stop by posting up a message on our message board, remembering to leave it under the title Request. Now, before we dive into our corner Scribble, let's take a quick song break and we'll listen to two songs, Don't Be So Hard on Yourself by Jess Glynn, followed by Can't Feel My Face by The Weeknd. I want to be with you, and if you feel the same, shall we meet here? Will you tell me your story? If you're shy, you can playfully scribble, and if you don't know where to start, you can start with a doodle and scribble. Good job, that's how we'll begin our story. I wanna be with you. Our Sunday Corner Scribble is just that. This corner's for you to think freely and just doodle out your thoughts. It's a chance to be honest to yourself and think about what was hard, what was embarrassing, what was a proud moment, etc., all that jazz from the past week. Go ahead and share with us by writing Scribble on your title. And now let's move on to our first message, which comes from Gom Nuna from Thailand, saying, Sup Benji, let's guess where I am. This city is very beautiful, like you said. That makes me feel love at first sight, and I have so many questions about it, but the number that you gave me last time, I can't seem to connect to it, so I'm gonna give you a number, so make sure to keep a note of it. It is blah 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 blah. Have a nice day, Benji. So, it's good to see that you're enjoying the city exactly like I told you it would. It's, of course, super awesome. I mean, I feel like you can't really do it justice by saying words. You have to kind of experience it to really be there. And there's no other city that's really like it. So, definitely take the time to look around as much as you can. Definitely, definitely, definitely. Don't forget to eat the food. Remember, the local food is super awesome, local produce. And especially, while you're there, don't forget to just enjoy the sights. Of course, there might be stuff that you want to do and places that you need to go. But just walking around the city, looking at the ocean, looking at the whole area, it's a really good time. So, enjoy your stay. And I hope you have an amazing time. Welcome to the West Coast. Alright, before we continue on, we're going to check out 2 more songs. Vanessa of Australia requested Scream by Michael and Janet Jackson. And Ribbon Kim of Thailand put up 7 Days by Craig David. We just heard 2 songs. We heard Scream by Michael and Janet Jackson, followed by 7 Days by Craig David. What's up? You're listening to Music Access, and we are on our corner Scribble Scribble, where, don't just go over the thoughts or the memorable events in your head, but try writing down your feelings by jotting down your thoughts comfortably, just like you're doodling. It's a very free corner, so make sure to write in a lot. And our next message comes from Azucena from the USA saying, Hi Benji, I was wondering what kind of fragrance do you like on a girl? Fruity, flowery, etc. I think it's very, very different. I think, for example, if I'm going on a date with a girl, then something that's kind of light. I don't like anything too cloyingly, like, strong, or anything that's very just, like, in your face. A scent that's very, how do I put it? It's aromatic, but it's a very kind of a subtle scent. I think that is very important for me because, perfume, I don't really use it a lot. Cologne, granted, I sweat all the time, so, when I'm dancing and stuff, so I don't really see a perfect reason why, if you mix cologne and sweat, it doesn't smell that good. But then on days when I do end up putting on a little bit of cologne, I put on something that is a little bit kind of faint. It's got a very unique scent, and it's something that not many people really notice. It's not like, oh, you put on cologne today, but what's this smell? It smells interesting. It's like, oh, I sprayed a little bit today. And similarly, when it comes to girl fragrances, I feel like, something light, something a little bit, they have the whole, like, I don't know how to phrase it, but the very kind of flowery, kind of, girly fragrances. But I also like something that's a little bit fruity. I think that's something that's very, very good. And it also provides a lot of just good kind of vibes. Although there is one scent that no one's really released before that I think smells super awesome, that I feel like if they do end up releasing it in a scent would be great. Baked goods. I feel like the smell of a bakery really evokes a lot of great memories in people, and especially I feel like it is true that the way through a man's heart is also via his stomach. So I think it's something that I definitely recommend. If you get a chance to find a cologne that smells like baked goods, go ahead and do it. And if you don't have a chance to go for something that has baked goods, then maybe you should consider baking and then going on your date and just be like, oh, I was just baking at home. And then he's like, oh, you smell good. And then you'll be like, Benji told me to do it. Just these little interesting new I should make one. Maybe I'll make money off of that. Maybe. Alright, so before we continue on, we're going to check out 2 more songs. Tony of the Philippines requested Just a Dream by Nelly. And Melody Pick of Thailand requested Poison by Rita Ora. We just heard Just a Dream by Nelly, followed by Poison by Rita Ora. And it's time to continue on with our corner. So now, our next message is from a listener. And this listener actually sent me some vitamins, accessories, and some great, interesting stuff on Thursday. And I said I'd read her letter during the weekend when, we'd have a little bit more time for that. So, here we go. This is from Kim Chenang from Korea, and I did translate this to English. It was originally all in Korean, but, Right, to mix it up so that everyone can understand. 그래서 양해를 부탁드리겠습니다. 영어로 번역을 했어요. It says, Hi Benji, it's been a while since I wrote you a letter instead of posting up something on your SNS. I've been busy listening to your radio and watching you on 잘 살아보세요 or Living Well and Tour versus Tour. You always have a lot of energy, so thanks for sharing that energy and bright spirit with us. You're my vitamin and endorphin. I'm so lucky to know you. I'm going to be away for about a month, so please don't forget about me. Stay healthy and make sure you eat well. Your body is your asset, so don't get sick. I hope you like what I sent you. I hope you only have good things happening to you until we meet again. My shining star, Benji. I'll always be rooting for you. P.S. Thanks for posting up so many pictures on SNS. You're reading my comments, right? From Kim Che-nang. Ooh, that's right, though. She did send me some wonderful, wonderful presents. You know, some really nice bracelets. Some super awesome, like if you put it in water, it blows up. You know, some cool like Lego figurines. And thank you for that. 진심으로 감사드리고요. I don't know where you're going. 어디 가시는 거예요? For a month. I mean, a month is a super long time. Whether that's abroad, whether that's in in Korea. Although saying that it's gonna be away for about a month, I'm assuming it's not gonna be in Korea. So I guess I'll say this. 어디 가시는지는 잘 모르겠지만 I'm not sure where you're going. 그래도 잘 다녀오시고요. Go ahead and go and come back safely. 그리고 늘 건강하시고 기다리고 있을게요 여기서. I will be waiting for you to come back to radio, and I will be waiting with open arms. Yeah. Alright, so before we continue on, we're going to check out two more songs, and we're going to listen to the song first that Ariadna of Mexico requested, Cinderella by CN Blue, followed by the song that Paulina Yoko, also of Mexico, requested, Dum Dum by Red Velvet. We just heard Cinderella by CN Blue, followed by Dum Dum by Red Velvet. And our next message is from Kazusa from Switzerland saying, Hey Benji, how are you? I couldn't listen to MA because I was so busy with school and work. And it's been about 2 months since I started being busy. And I really missed MA, but I'll try to turn on MA as much as I can. Continuing on from Kazusa. Don't worry, Kazusa. Of course, when it comes to listening to MA, I totally understand. Now is the season when people go back to school. People need to study. So I totally get you. Don't worry about it. Whenever you get a chance to listen to MA, go ahead and turn it on. And whenever you have time, it does come up on the interwebs, so maybe, replay it again if you got the time. No worries. Alright, so as we continue on, we're going to check out two more great songs. Rebecca of Brazil requested Soniga by Chancellor and Bumkey. And Dena of Guyana requested Meow by Sani featuring Pegerin. And now, right after a short break, we'll continue on with Scribble Scribble into the second hour, introducing your messages and thoughts. We'll be back for the second hour after checking out the song Mylene of the USA put up on our playlist, Where is the Love by the Black Eyed Peas. You're listening to Music Access with me, Benji of B.I.G. And our first song starting off the second hour of our show for Sunday, September 20th was Don't by Ed Sheeran. Now, of course, here's how you can listen and participate on Music Access. You can download the Arirang Radio or TuneIn Radio app on your smartphone, and you can also send us messages through the app using the comment function. You can also listen to us by visiting our website, www.arirangradio.com/musicaccess, and leave your messages there on our message board. Another way you can tune in, of course, is terrestrial DMB, but this is only available for our listeners living on Jeju Island. The frequencies are 88.7 for Jeju City, 88.1 for Seowipo, and 101.9 for Daejeong. Now, before we dive into our second hour, let's check out two great songs. And we'll start with Break Free by Ariana Grande featuring Zed, followed by The Man by Aloe Black. You're listening to the second hour of Music Access for a Sunday, September 20th, 2015. And we just heard Break Free by Ariana Grande featuring Zed, followed by The Man by Aloe Black. Side note, if you want to feel like the man, you better listen to that song, because that song on a sunny day walking down the street gives you that strut. Alright, so our Sunday Corner Scribble. Scribble is like using Music Access as a big notepad. Just as you jot down your ideas, thoughts, and what's been on your mind without thinking much on a notepad, you can send them in to us here so we can all share. It'll be your messages filling up this corner, so feel free to just jot down what's on your mind. Our next message comes from Unita Sweenyo from Indonesia saying, "Hello, my babe Benji. Yay, it feels so good to listen to you. Do you know there's an online survey of Arirang Radio right now? Did you already vote yourself and Music Access? I wanted to vote last night, but the page kept sending an error every time I submitted my choices. It said, we cannot upload the page due to an internal server error. Please let Arirang know and fix it, and don't worry, I'll keep trying to submit it till the deadline on October 6th. And everyone who just knows about it and hasn't voted yet, please support Benji and MA as well. Thank you." And there's actually a response to this message on the page as well, so I'll read it for you. It's from My Love for K-Pop, who said, "I already did it a few days ago." So thanks for telling me. I didn't know that there was something like this, Unita. I don't know what online survey this is, but I'll check it out. And if there's a survey, you'll know what to do, right? You know, choose Music Access and vote for Benji. Show your love as an MA fan. And, you know, back it up, you know, to see an online survey of Arirang. You know, when I first saw the poster, because, you know, we had a poster filming, or what do you call it? I'm losing my English. Camera photography, flash, filming. It is a filming, right? No, filming is for film. So a photo shoot. Yes, photo shoot. That's what it is. Oh my gosh. When we did the photo shoot for the Arirang Radio poster that exists, it was very interesting in terms of, you know, I took the pictures and then I ended up being in like super big on the poster, and I was like, huh? Why am I so big? And then you know, I feel like, you know, I do my best here at Arirang. You know, I'm not trying to sell myself. I'm not saying vote for Benji for 2015. But, you know, I think we do a good job here. And we communicate as much as we can with our members and our MA fam. So I think the important thing is to definitely make sure that, you know, when you do this online survey, do it truthfully, you know. Put your heart into what you're saying, because that's what's very important. But in the end, vote for Benji and Music Access. Woo! Alright, so before we move on, don't forget to vote before October 6th, and I'll definitely be sure to check it out ASAP. And now, we're going to check out two songs. The first song is requested by JJ of Korea. It's Warrior by BAP. And we'll follow it with Touch My Body by Sistar. We just heard Warrior by BAP, followed by Touch My Body by Sistar. Side note, when BAP started promoting this song when they were debuting, this is the BAP's debut song, there's a part where they go, Warrior, and they stomp the stage in their choreo. And apparently, one of the members stomped the stage so hard that part of it broke. Talk about a kind of fighting spirit. That is super intense, super hardcore, and that's why BAP is still one of the coolest groups ever. Alright, so our next message comes from Mylene from the USA, who's saying, "Hi Benji, I heard you and Kihun talking about friendship on Thursday, and I had a chance to think about that topic. I have a lot of friends, but I don't have any best friends. We're all just good friends. We don't see each other that often, but we always plan for meetups and hangouts. They are someone I can call and talk to when I'm having a really bad time and I can trust with anything, and someone who won't turn around and stab me in the back." I think that's a good thing too, you know. Okay, this is my personal opinion, you know. A best friend is someone that you look for your entire life, and it's someone that it's never fully decided. But when you look back in your life, there's people that you want to keep close to you, and people that you just naturally have a tendency to kind of gravitate towards, and they tend to gravitate towards you in that sense. And so the kind of you guys being together, having that great chemistry, of course, is what equates to a good friendship, in my opinion. And then as you continue to go on and you share more about your personal life, I think that really equates to what I would call a best friend sort of situation. Having someone that you may not see each other all the time, but when you plan to meet up and hang out, and, people that you can call and talk to just without thinking, I think those are good friends. And those are friends that you want to keep close. Granted, if you have a lot of people like that, that's great for you. But then, of course, there's always a different sort where you only have, one or two people that you really kind of do that with. And there's other people that you kind of chill with. And that's just, I think, a normal kind of thing. Living with this kind of social networking / friend finding life is a totally normal thing. And the important thing is, how you kind of deal with all that and how you make new friends. And in the end, how deep that friendship goes, I think, is a lot based on not just, oh, he's my friend, but effort as well. So, with that said, we talk about friends a lot in friendship, but as long as you feel good around the people that you're with, I think that's what's really important. Being happy with the people that you're with and making sure that everyone's happy at the same time. I think that's the best situation that anyone could really kind of hope for. Alright, so continuing on, we're going to check out two more songs. Isabel of Canada requested 어른이 되면 by 17, followed by Vanilla Shake by NCR. We just heard two songs, 어른이 되면 by 17, followed by Vanilla Shake by NCR. Side note, do you know how young idol groups are these days? Can you imagine having an idol group that's saying their song title is When I Become an Adult? That's how young they are. We have a lot of young idols these days, that's what I'm saying. And I'm getting a little bit old, but it's okay because, music doesn't have an age. Because it's been around for so long. Alright, continuing on. Our next message is from Rusi from Indonesia saying, Hi Benji, we're team no siblings. Oh, we're a team no wait siblings. Whoop, whoop. I've always wanted an older or younger bro. I don't know why, and I never thought of having a sister. I mean, I'm a girl myself, so yeah, I'd like to have the opposite gender for a sibling, but I'm fine on my own now. Yeah, high five, Benji. Ring 5. I think, when it comes to siblings, if I had to choose between an older sibling or a younger sibling, I would rather have an older sibling, just because, I'm in a situation where, what I'm doing, I'm super, super busy, and having a younger sibling would, it would be great, I'm pretty sure I'd be able to take care of them, but then, I feel like I'd fight with them so much more, just like, if I had an older sibling, obviously they'd be, we'd have the same kind of lifestyle maybe, same parents. But I feel like having an older sibling would just be cooler. And I could also, mooch off older siblings easier. If I had a younger sibling, they might come up and be like, yo, Benji Hung or Benji Oppa, can you lend me $5? And I'll be like, yo, I'm broke. But I saw my mom gave you like $10, so can you lend me $5? And I'll be like, oh, really, dude? I think those kind of things, I'm not saying I don't like siblings. If I had siblings, that would be cool. And whether it's an older or younger sibling, that's not important. However, if I had to choose, I want an older sibling. Between a brother and a sister, I'd probably choose an older brother. Just because I am very, I like brothers. I live with 4 other brothers. So it's that kind of a interesting thing that I think if I had a sibling, an older brother would be super awesome. Alright, continuing on, we're going to check out 2 more great songs. Andina of Indonesia requested Cinca, Cinca, Cinca가 나타났다 by 소년공화국. And we'll follow it with 짧은 치마 by AOA. We just heard 진짜가 나타났다 by 소년공화국, followed by 짧은 치마 by AOA and Brave Sound. Because they always do that now. Alright, so our next message continuing on comes from Cheche from Turkey saying, Hi Benji, my name is Gulsum. I think I said that right. If I haven't said that right, I'm sorry. You should, if you can, put pronunciation in English, in like phonetic English. on your next to your name. And I'm 16 years old. I'm a fan of yours from Turkey, and I'm very, very much in love with you. We, as Turkish fans, support you. Benji Opa, I hope you're very successful as a group. God bless you, B.I.G., and please come back soon. We're still waiting, and thank you. You know, of course, we are having a comeback. Yay! Woo! Although it's still, of course, in the process of working things out, and we're still, you know, it's still a very kind of it's a long process, guys. You know, a comeback. You know, it's not as simple as, you know, we make a song, slap it together, put some choreo on it. Although you can do that, but instead of that, it's more like, you know, you take a song, you have to know who goes in which part. You know, as you're recording, maybe this part, you know, is better with this person, and then as you continue moving through everything, you eventually find other things that are, you know, a little bit better than that. You know, maybe in this part, this person's a little bit better, and then sorry, I sneezed. Sorry, God bless me. And you know, we're working hard though. You know, there's images that you have to do. There's a lot of this kind of photo jackets that you have to do, and then of course there's planning for the music broadcasts, which takes, you know, a lot of time. And then once you get to the music broadcast stage, then, of course, there's the dry rehearsal, the camera rehearsal, and there's a lot of planning that goes into it. But don't worry, this time when we come back, we're going to be super, super awesome. So, I can say this without any source of hesitation whatsoever. Be ready, because we're going to blow you away. And on stage, if you want to see me do something really cool, maybe you should give me some ideas on the message board. Although, based on what I feel like how we're going to come out, I probably won't be blowing kisses. Probably. That's just, it's my personal opinion. But I probably won't. But, you know, of course, you know, we'll have to find out for sure. And besides that, though, of course, thank you for waiting. Turkish beginning. Shout out to you. Shout out to all beginnings all around the world. And wait just a little bit longer, and we'll come back soon. Alright, so thank you so much, everyone, for participating in our Sunday Corner Scribble Scribble. Remember, if you want to write in, all you have to do is come to our message board at www.arirangradio.com/musicaccess and leave your message under the title Scribble Scribble. Alright, before we continue on, we're going to check out two more songs, and we're going to listen to first The Monster by Eminem featuring Rihanna, followed by Demons by Imagine Dragons. We just heard The Monster by Eminem featuring Rihanna, followed by Demons by Imagine Dragons. Side note, for those of you who have no idea, because there's no way you could have known, when I was a trainee, Gummin and Hido actually did a little stage of The Monster. Hido wrote his own lyrics in Korean instead of Eminem's part, and Gummin sang the chorus, and it was pretty interesting, but all in all, a very, very good stage that you probably are never going to see. Alright, so our last song for today that we're going to listen to is Shake It Out by Florence and the Machine. This was Benji of B.I.G. Thanks for tuning in, and as always, I'll be back.